Listen, honey, I woke up today and I was struck by the Holy Ghost, and I'm just here to get into this tea because I just know this is going to be a juicy reading. Hey girl, let's go. Hello, Pisces. How are you doing? My name is SimplyVelca, and I'm going to be doing your weekly general reading. Now, I also do your weekly love reading for your Zodiac sign, which I'll put a link to over here for you to check out should you be interested in that. But when it comes to any of my readings, I always ask for you to rely on your intuition because, put it in perspective, Pisces, I'm just a man reading you some tarot cards, right? You know your situation better than I ever possibly could, so take the cards that resonate and leave what doesn't because I'm not going to take offense by it. Now, if you do find some cards that give you an aha moment and that are resonant to you, that you feel as if was pulled for you in specific, let me know in the comments below because I love hearing about those moments. If you find that this reading does give you a sense of direction in any type of way and that is helpful to you, I would love for you to give me a like and subscribe because it does help out my channel so much, and I always am super appreciative when you guys take the time to do that for me, Pisces. And so, yeah, let's just jump into this energy, right? Now, for the skeleton of y'all's reading, the frame of y'all's reading for this week, we have in the first corner the Ten of Water coming in. So this is a good week in terms of tending to your relationships that you hold closely to you. And not just relationships, but just overall things that feel good to you. This could just be like tending to your plants this week. This could be, whatever it is that feels good to you. I feel like we'll get into it with the clarifiers that I see here, but it's like, it'll make more sense soon, Pisces. On the other side, on the right side, we have the Chariot card coming in, number 7, so write that down for numerology. So this is like a taking active steps towards creating whatever this Ten of Water or that Ten of Cups moment is for you. Maybe for those that are in a seeking a relationship, you're actively putting yourself out there to be pursued, or maybe you're pursuing someone. Maybe if it's in terms of trying to just create some fulfillment in terms of your work life, maybe this is going to be a good week for you to put yourself out there and to get out of your comfort zone a little bit because you might get some recognition. That is something I'm hearing. Knight of Air is the energy under your Ten of Water, so this is a creative time for you. This is giving me more affirmation that this is going to be a week. I always like to just say it as like downloads of knowledge from your spirit guides, which is just really like your whatever you believe in, ancestors, spirit guides, guardian angels, what have you. I believe that to be like them speaking through your intuition to get you back onto the right path, or just giving you blessings, giving you some hints along the way. The release card is under your Chariot card, number 13, equaling to number 4. So you are moving on from something. So maybe that Chariot card is coming in of where you're moving on from an old situation into something new. But we'll find out with clarifiers, right? Clarifiers that I started with for your Ten of Water, we do have the Queen of Swords, and this was in the reverse for you, but I'm going to hold it upright so you can see the artwork. This is letting me know in terms of this is, again, more of like a week of you're being asked, Pisces, to like soften up a little bit for some reason, not to take things so seriously, I'm hearing, to kind of like, even if you are feeling like you're being beaten up by the universe, Pisces, maybe just even, I know it's easier said than done, but to be able to like, in the midst of you in that fight of being squaring up with the universe, look up and just say thank you for it. Because I feel like if you started practicing gratitude and changing your perspective on like what it is that's happening to you, maybe whatever obstacles or bumps in the road that you're dealing with, Pisces, rather than feeling trapped by it, be grateful for it and grow from it, right? This Eight of Swords is the representation of feeling trapped in some type of way. Empress card comes in where it's just like, there's a lesson into it. If you are more open, if you are softer this week, it's almost like you're freeing yourself from this, but not also but it's also through this freedom that you start feeling like the sun's rays like hitting your skin and just finally feeling some warmth a little bit. I don't know why, but I feel like some of you Pisces have been closed off just because it's like you're just dealing with this energy. And it's like maybe partially because like your focus is like the Ten of Water, because it's just like you're ready for some emotional fulfillment, because maybe you just have felt like to just be blunt, maybe some of you Pisces have just felt dead inside for a while because it's like you've just been constantly squaring up with the universe and you're just kind of tired of it. Chariot card comes in. The clarifier I pulled was the Seven of Cups, so you do have options coming in here. So maybe there's like a hesitation in terms of like where it is you need to move to on that Chariot because you just don't know what to do with that. I do feel called to pull one more for you. Okay, so the clarifiers that I pulled for this was the extra card was the King of Wands. So yeah, you are actively looking to figure out where it is that you need to go. You just don't know which path to really take, perhaps, Pisces, is what I'm getting. Looking into this further, we do have the Nine of Wands in the reverse, so this is letting me know maybe you're not considering, like, because of these options, you have 7 options here, right? I don't know how many options you actually have, Pisces, but in this example, you have 7 options, but when this Nine of Wands in the reverse, this may feel as if, like, you're not considering some of these options because you don't feel like you would be able to handle it for whatever reason. Now, again, this could be pertaining to a person where it's just like you don't feel like that person would engage with you or what have you. But I just feel like if you, with this Page of Swords, if you just stepped out of your comfort zone and had a little bit more confidence in yourself, a little bit more sureness in yourself of being able to handle whatever comes your way, I feel like you would be surprised by like what opportunity would actually pan out really well for you if you actually gave it a chance, if you actually... I don't know, this King of Wands lets me know that it's just like, yeah, you can say that you want to go into a certain, like, you're ready for action, but it's like, it just feels as if like you're kind of being like, oh, it's one of those things of being like, oh, I want more money, but I don't want to work for it, right? And I'm not saying that's you, but that's that energy where it's just like you want something, but you don't, like, your actions are saying something else. And it's like you kind of know that you could be doing more, but you don't want to admit it. So Knight of Air comes in with the Four of Wands. So beautiful, beautiful energy. So it does show to me that you are going to be coming through this energy. Once you do make a decision on something and start allowing yourself and trusting like your creative brain, Pisces, it shows to me that things work out beautifully for you. But let's look at some clarifiers for you. Six of Cups coming in here with the Page of Cups coming in and the World card. So it's almost like through this journey, through you, through some good happening in your life, it's, for some reason, it's like you receiving some type of blessing or something happening in your life that's good causes you to look in the past with some person or some past situation. This could, I guess, be self-reflecting and being like, oh, look at where I've come from, right? With that World card, maybe you're just taking perspective on being like, wow, look how far I've come, right? But I do feel just inclined to say, like, another side message to this is where it's just like, I feel like for some of you Pisces, it's like something good happens in your life which causes you to look into the past, but I don't feel like it's in like a good way. For some of you, it's almost like I feel like a little bit of regret when I hold these cards for some of you guys. So I don't know here. I feel like it explains it more in your last row here with the Release card. Because it's almost like through some type of blessings coming into your life, that means it's kind of like evidence that some type of closure happens, right? Maybe that's something that happened, that came forward. Maybe that is what came forward to me in my head. Five of Swords is the clarifier that came forward for this. So yeah, you are having to be the bigger person. You are moving on from something. There is some type of closure that you didn't necessarily want to move on from. And I say this because this was in the reverse for you. Clarifiers I pulled for you was the Justice card. So this is inevitable. The Moon card and the Nine of Swords. So affirmation to me, it's like you're afraid of the unknown, you're afraid of being successful, you're afraid of things actually working out in your favor because you kind of realize justice will be served in this kind of way. Some of you Pisces might be dealing with a Libra. I always am going to just say that just because I'm a Libra, so I always am going to be biased whenever I see the Libra card, right? But take that with a grain of salt, obviously. But yeah, I feel like this kind of explains what I was feeling before, because it's like through some type of blessing, through something happening good in your life, you get in your head, like you start crying a little bit, even though it's like good. It just reveals to you though, like being like, wait a minute, like that means I have to let this go. That means I have to move on from this. That means whatever it means to you pertaining to your life, right? What does that mean to you, Pisces? I feel like you need to ask yourself that question and be like, question yourself and prepare yourself, right? So, because once these blessings come, they're not going to wait for you forever, right? I feel like that's important for you to think about. Now, to close out this reading and to close out this puzzle, I pulled 3 Necronomicon cards for you, Pisces, so we can see what it is that you need to be working on for this week. This is a suggestion from Spirit. 10 of Cups comes forward again. So, dare I say this, like, whatever person that I feel like it's almost like someone that you feel really close to, this like family member, or maybe like an old relationship or something, maybe you have to kind of put a wall up or separate yourself. Or maybe there's someone that you've been trying to bring along with you, Pisces, in terms of your success or what have you, and you're kind of realizing you can't bring them along anymore. You're kind of realizing that you are going into your own path, right? It's almost like two friends who started a bakery together. You're kind of realizing that you don't want to do baking anymore. You want to run your own pizza shop, right? With this Eight of Pentacles. Fool card comes in where it's like, I almost say you don't want to honor like a rambunctious, like caution to the wind energy and getting out of your comfort zone, because it's like, again, you realize like what happens if you actually enjoy yourself when you're out of that comfort zone. What happens if you like what you experience, right? What happens to the old? Good reading though overall. I mean, it's an extremely good reading, just in the sense that like I see you coming through this and I see you coming to terms with things, right? It's kind of inevitable with this justice coming in, like justice, like the scales do have to come in balance, where it's just like, you know, you can't have your cake and eat it too sometimes. But sometimes like you're convincing yourself that you want to eat some type of cake when you realize it's like actually not cake when you go outside of your comfort zone. I feel like you might realize that you don't even want cake anymore. You want something else. You're having a craving for something else. So maybe don't take it personally if you're told not to eat that cake, because maybe there's something better coming for you. But don't feel sorry for yourself because you have to let go of that cake. It has nothing to do with that cake. I'm sure that cake is delicious, but you might want something in the future. You might want something a little bit better. You might want something a little bit tastier. It's okay to ask for more and to expect more, Pisces. All right. That's all I have for you, Pisces. Hopefully this reading was helpful. Again, if it was, be sure to give me a like and subscribe. But I'm going to close this reading out so I can upload this and get this reading to you. I love you so much, Pisces. Bye.